Hello Aries, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, current energy, and immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I have the overall energy for the reading already pulled, as well as the deck that we'll be diving into already shuffled, and then I have the decks I'll be using in the extended already shuffled as well. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Aries. I'm going to be honest. I think there are some tough truths in this reading, but I also feel like it's going to be a positive one in the end. In your recent past, you have boundaries with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you were a bit taken advantage of in your recent past. I feel like someone either took you for granted or kind of walked all over you, or just kind of took more from you than they gave. And I feel like you struggled with setting boundaries with this person. Or this thing. It could have been a job too. Like, it doesn't have to just be a person. But I feel like there was this like getting taken advantage of, like being asked of more than like you were needing to give in a way. Now, in your current energy, you have jealousy with the Temperance in reverse. Now, this jealousy card to me is an energy of affirmation of victimhood. Now, when I talk about that, it's, you're looking at people around you and you're saying, why do they have the job they love? Or why do they have the financial abundance I want? Or why do they have the significant other, or whatever the case is? And that, that's human nature. We all go through that, right? Like, why not me, or why me? And we have to remember that the universe provides exactly as you affirm. And so if you are affirming, why not me, then you are basically saying, that's not happening for me, or that's not, working out for me. And the universe is like, oh, cool. Okay. Like, if that's what you want, kind of thing. Now with the Temperance in reverse, it's only because it's taking longer than you want to get to where you want to be. It's just a matter of time. And I feel like that's something that I feel like you're really tired of hearing. And I get that. But this frustration is what is the triggers around the frustration is where your blockages are to receiving whatever it is you want. Because remember, and I saw a video on this morning, and it's very applicable to all of my readings I've done today. It was talking about the law of attraction. It was like, we don't attract what we want. We don't necessarily attract what we think. We attract who we are. And the universe, whenever we are like, I want this in my life, or I ask for this, or I pray for this, the universe, is like, great, we'll give it to you. But first, I need you to get on of the vibration of the thing that you're trying to attract. And in doing that, we have to go through obstacles after obstacle after obstacle in order to overcome those and learn what we need to from them to be the person that we need to be to attract what we want. And so the obstacles that you're going through and that you've been experiencing, especially I feel like in regard to this situation, I feel like it's trying to teach you, hey, Aries, you wouldn't second guess that your blessings are coming if you knew that you were deserving of them. And so I feel like this is a lot of what this is saying. Now, your immediate future, you have good fortune with the King of Pentacles in reverse. And so I feel like this is, feels like positive changes to your circumstances. I also feel like this can be like, don't focus so much on the outcome. Because the outcome, it's like the outcome is guaranteed. Now, you might not believe that, but the outcome is guaranteed if, you can get to that vibrational level of whatever it is you're needing to trying to attract. Because where the obstacles are, things seemingly going wrong, or experiencing financial struggles, or, failed relationships, or whatever the case is, that's where most people give up on the law of attraction. That's where most people give up on faith, is because they go, this is stupid, this isn't working out, I'm done, and kind of go back to living the life of control, right? So in your overall energy for the reading, you have be real with forgive. So this is to me about being very honest with yourself. I feel like this is like, yes, be authentic, be yourself, but being very honest with yourself about maybe some resentment you're holding towards somebody or something else that's actually keeping you, it's like these blockages, like you're being, whatever energy you're putting out toward this is providing you with, obstacles of some sort. Now, I don't know necessarily how that all ties in, so bear with me here. But let's start, Aries, by looking at your recent past, clarifying boundaries with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Recent past for Aries, clarifying boundaries with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is for Aries' recent past. This is for Aries' recent past, clarifying boundaries with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Recent past for Aries. Queen of Pentacles. This feels like this is really talking about stability. It could be in a relationship, a home life, a work life, personal life. I just feel like this is about you slowly but surely trying to build to a place of stability. And I feel like in your recent past, that was really tested, or because this whole being like taken advantage of thing, like it feels like it was like you were giving more than you were receiving. And that's not stability, that's over giving, right? And so I feel like there was some sort of separation from something. Yeah, because there's the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Something that fell apart here in your recent past, or was taken from you or ended. Let me clarify this Four of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, something changed in your recent past. And I feel like it really put your stability into question. But I feel like it needed to happen for a reason. So let's get more. Let's look at Aries' recent past. This is Aries' recent past, please. The Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords in reverse with the Three of Pentacles. You were met with a lot of fear and anxiety because of this thing. But you know, this Nine of Swords in this deck is like my favorite depiction of the Nine of Swords, because you can see like the things that she's so worried about. It's like ghosts, right? Like not real. Now that doesn't mean that your fear and your anxiety isn't valid. It just means that it's not, it doesn't mean it's a truth. It just means that it's an experience. It's an emotion. It's a, illusion, if you will. Now again, that doesn't mean it's not real. So you're experiencing, and your fear is your ultimate blockage and resistance to what it is that you're ultimately wanting and trying to attract. That's why we face so many obstacles on our path to getting to what we're trying to manifest, or the goal we're trying to reach, or whatever the case is, because we are having to face all of the reasons that our fear tries to tell us that it isn't possible, or we're not deserving, or it's not meant for us, or whatever the case is. But whatever this was in your recent past, it kind of closed your heart off a little bit. I feel like you went into full-on protection mode. And that within itself, it's like now you're needing to kind of open yourself back up to the world, to the universe. And there is forgiveness that's needed here, but we'll get to that, I feel like, in a second. Recent past for Aries, please. Recent past for Aries. Yeah, whoa, a lot of loss. But you know what this did? It almost like, because of what you lost, it shifted your perspective to a place of lack. And that's this like burden that you've been carrying, I feel like, ever since. It's like now you feel like you're looking at the world through the lens of lack, right? Through a lack mindset, meaning things never work out for me. Other people always get what I want. Whatever the case is necessarily for you. Now that perspective is completely natural based on whatever it was that you experienced. And it happened for a reason, because you had to get into that mindset to get yourself out of that mindset. So don't think that you did anything wrong. I mean, yeah, there's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So don't think you did anything wrong, or that you have been making like big grand mistakes or anything like that, because that's not the case. It's just that you are needing to work through a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety about your future here. Now let me get this Ten of Pentacles in reverse clarified. Clarifying this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I want to know more on this, because you have this boundaries card. The Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Well in reverse. Something was blocking you. Something was straight up blocking you from your abundance. Because you have this Well in reverse with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's a better opportunity for you than whatever went. whatever changed here, whatever ended. But it almost feels like you're having a hard time seeing that. That's why in your current energy, you have this jealousy and the Temperance in reverse. Now, I feel like it's taking a long time for things to grow or to build or to happen. But let's see if we can figure out where that's stemming from or what the purpose of it is. So let's see current energy for Aries, clarifying jealousy with the Temperance in reverse. Current energy for Aries, clarifying jealousy with the Temperance in reverse. Current energy, oh my goodness, first of all, you have the Temperance in reverse. Then you have that Ten of Pentacles in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. And then the Five of Cups. So this Ten of Pentacles in reverse is a little bit different than that one, I feel like. This is really about shifting to an abundance mindset because you're so focused on these disappointments that took place that you're having a hard time seeing like what's possible. Because I feel like you're like, well, if that happened, then what's the point of trying if that's just going to happen again? That's where you're needing to fully like heal from that in order to step into a different mindset, a different perspective. Because remember, this transitioned your mindset into lack. And now you're having to work through that. It's like the universe. Okay, here's the thing. If you woke up tomorrow, and I say this in a few of my readings, I've experienced this in my own personal life, but if you woke up tomorrow with everything you wanted, all of the abundance that you were asking for, the love that you desire, all of that, without working through any of the fear or any of the self-limiting beliefs or any of the shadow work, without doing any of the work, without raising your vibration to the thing you're trying to attract, you would sabotage it away because you wouldn't know how to handle it. You wouldn't know how to accept good things in your life because believe it or not, the craziest aspect of this journey that I've kind of recently knew from the beginning, but like have recently kind of started to understand is that we create our own resistance to our happiness. We are so afraid of being happy because we're so used to being in survival mode that we don't know how to accept good things because good things are so uncomfortable to us. And it's interesting because I feel like it's so easy to look at other people and say like, well, why do they get good things and not me? And there was this quote I saw once that said, I don't remember the exact wording, but the concept of it was there are people out there who are living the life that you dream of and you are more qualified to do it. But the reason that they are able to and not you is because they work through their fear. And that there is no truer statement right there, that you could be living the life of your dreams. And if you aren't, then it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible, because a part of you fears that you're not deserving, that it's not possible, that it's not meant for you, that you're not like, you of all people are the only person in the world that is deserving of being, miserable forever or whatever the case is, right? Now, trust me, I completely understand because I've experienced a lot of these limiting beliefs myself. But the breaking out of them is kind of breaking out of that victim mentality. And the victim mentality is the hardest thing to kick because especially when you feel like a victim, when you've experienced, feeling taken advantage of, people overstepping your boundaries and things like that, it's really easy to say, stuff like this always happens to me, or, this just makes sense because it's how my life goes. But the more that you affirm that, the more you experience it. Okay, current energy for Aries. The Four of Cups with the Nine of Swords in reverse. I mean, this is literally, this is perspective shifting here. Because this Four of Cups, it's like you're focusing on all of this anxiety. Four of Cups with this Nine of Swords, you're focusing on, could be all of the ways things could go wrong, all of the ways that things could turn out like they did before, whatever the case is. And that within itself is keeping you from taking the steps that you need to, both within and without, to get this good fortune, to attract it, to get to where you're, whatever it is that you're trying to have here. Current energy for Aries. Current energy for Aries, please. Ooh, okay. Okay. It's one thing to be hopeful about positive changes. It's another to expect them. Meaning, that's the difference between hope and faith. Hope is going, wow, I really hope that good things happen. And I'm not talking about specifics. I'm not talking about, oh, I hope that things work out with this specific person, or I hope that this amount of money comes to me at this amount of, at this time, or whatever the case is. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, wow, I really hope everything, ends up okay, or I really hope, whatever. Expecting, and where faith lies, is being able to say, I know that the universe is working to conspire for me, not against me. Therefore, I know that things are working out for me. Even if I can't see it yet, even if I don't understand how, even if I don't even know like exactly how it, like what it's going to look like, I just know that things are working out for me. And that difference right there is monumental, because hope, it requires validation. It requires, watching tarot readings and seeing them, confirm that you're on the right path, or needing to hear it from other people, or whatever the case is, instead of just knowing. Faith is more of an inner knowing. And that's the building from hope to faith. That's like a whole, like, it's like it's a whole journey. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? Transmuting fear to faith, and hope is somewhere in the middle there. So understand that yes, be hopeful about positive changes, but also be certain about them. Like, expect miracles to happen in your life. Expect good things to happen in your life. Your expectations are the root of your results. Your beliefs are the root of your results. And so this is about shifting your mindset from a place of, crossing your fingers and saying, wow, I really hope things work out, to they're going to. Like, things are going to work out. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to work out exactly like you expect them to, or necessarily maybe want them to right now, but they're going to work out exactly like they need to, and will be exactly what you want them to look like. Okay. Immediate future for Aries, please. Clarifying good fortune with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when I talk about immediate future, it's not necessarily what's going to happen, it's how to handle it. So let's see what Aries has in their immediate future. Good fortune and the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is immediate future for Aries. The reason you haven't been able to create what you desire is because you haven't taken into account the as within, so without. The realization that you have to go within. You have the Hermit, the Artist in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles here. You have to create your life, and you have to create the abundance that you deserve from within. It does not happen. You cannot control it into your reality. You have to go within and figure out, what are these limiting beliefs? What expectations do I have that are blocking me? What do I believe about myself and my reality that's blocking me? That's the only way that you're going to be able to attract whatever it is that you're wanting here. Because I see that whatever it is you're wanting, this good fortune, you have the Nine of Pentacles, it's meant for you. It's made for you. You're supposed to have it, but you have to be the one to create it. You have to get on that vibrational level of it. Immediate future for Aries, please. And that's not me. Just want to clarify, that's not me saying you're at a low vibration by any means. Like, when I go like this, like, it just means like think of it more like it could be this way too. Like, it's just getting on the vibration of whatever it is you're trying to attract. Immediate future for Aries. Okay, where is this forgiveness stemming from? Hang on. We're gonna rewind here. I want to clarify this be real and forgive. Because I see this be real. It's being very honest with yourself. It's diving into the blockages and your mindset and all of that. But what is this forgive stemming from? Clarifying be real and forgive here. One more. Clarifying be real and forgive. The Queen of Wands just kind of popped out there. And the Justice. Okay. Okay. I was in an emotionally abusive relationship for about 7 months, but it took me like 2 years to get over. Promise there's a point to this. And when I got to the point of fully being able to release myself from that, and it took time, and it took healing, and it took, me being angry and resentful and sad and all of this, I'm actually now grateful for the fact that happened, because of the way that it changed my perspective on my own worth. And that within itself made it so much easier to forgive the situation. And so what this is kind of saying is dive into what this situation was trying to teach you about yourself, about your worth, about what you're deserving of, this justice here. What kind of karmic cycle, what kind of karmic aspect of this was needing to be addressed? Because it was definitely something, something about like your worth, or something about like knowing what you're deserving of, like not hoping what you're deserving of, but like knowing what you're deserving of, because that will allow you to forgive. Because what's happening here is you're looking at this situation and you're saying, well, if they treated me this way, then that must be how I deserve to be treated. And that within itself is keeping you from being able to see your own worth, because it did. I feel like it took away your sense of self-worth, and now you're rebuilding that, right? And so now it's rebuilding it to align with not, I hope I deserve to get treated well. It's, I know I deserve to get treated well, and whatever doesn't align with that doesn't deserve my energy. Not, oh, do I deserve them, but do they deserve me, right? All right, immediate future for Aries. I'm going to shuffle actually really quick. Immediate future for Aries. Clarifying the good fortune with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Good fortune with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, okay. This is the honesty. This is the honesty, because you have the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Empress in reverse, Nine of Cups, and the World. And all of these in reverse. Empress, Nine of Cups, and the World all in reverse. Then there's Three of Wands in reverse. You need to see that you've been investing in not choosing yourself. You've been investing in not choosing yourself. You haven't been putting yourself first. You haven't been putting your happiness, your desires, your passions. You haven't been putting these things first. And so you've been experiencing, I feel like, pain and heartbreak and situations falling apart and loss and all of that, because the universe is trying to say, hey, Aries, wake up. You deserve more than this. You don't need to experience these things going wrong all the time when you're investing in things that serve you. And so this is where you're needing to be really honest with yourself. It's about why things happen the way they did. And realize that the reason you haven't been able to attract what you want is because you don't believe that you are deserving of what you want. On some level, you're not putting yourself first. That's the biggest thing here. All right, immediate future for Aries. Immediate future for Aries, please. This is for Aries' immediate future. The attachment to something is keeping you overthinking. Overthinking what to do or what direction to take. What is this attachment to? What is the attachment to? What is this attachment to? Okay, I see the Nine of Cups in reverse. Sure. I mean, that's the kind of the negative mindset, but where is... No, sorry, that's like unhappiness. Okay, can I get one more clarification of this? No, that's too many. One more clarification message of this. Aries, I'm pretty sure you're attached to the struggle here. The Sun in reverse. Yeah, no, Sun in reverse. Right? Yeah, Sun in reverse. And then this is all upside down, so the Fool in reverse. These are two... Sorry. Doorbell just rang. These are two cards of unhappiness here. And it's literally saying... Goodness sakes. Guys, calm down. It's okay. It's just Amazon. These two cards are literally saying this is your attachment to your own unhappiness. Like, it's literally, and that's what keeps you overthinking. Because, and here's the thing, and this is something I've been learning recently about myself in my own life, is that we as humans, and Gabby Bernstein, she's one of my favorite spiritual teachers. She does an amazing job at really, kind of putting this into words, at talking about our resistance to love, which is basically our resistance to the universe, our resistance to the flow, our resistance to our own happiness. And we do it because it's so uncomfortable for us to be happy and in the flow of things, because we are so used to survival and discomfort and unhappiness and the struggle, because we think that there is reward in the struggle. There's reward in overcoming, these painful experiences. Oh, if I overcome something really painful, if I fight for this person, or if I, work really hard at this job that doesn't see my worth, then eventually things will change. Eventually the situation will change and things will be better. That's not the way things work. The way that things work is allowing yourself to get into the flow, so that what you give is what you get. And it's this attraction. It's you give out and you get back. You give out, you give back. It's not, I have to fight and hammer and give and overextend myself so that I receive. That's not how things go. That's not how they have to be. But that is a belief that we have in our minds because of our addiction to our control. It's this belief that things are in our control, and that when they're in our control, then they're safe. When in reality, things are actually safer when you're in the flow of the universe. So let go of this this addiction. It's like, it's literally like an addiction to being unhappy. And I don't know if you even necessarily fully know that, because it's like, do you know what happiness and abundance really truly feels like? Probably not, if you haven't experienced it yet, right? And therefore, if you haven't experienced it yet, it's very uncomfortable to you, because you're not used to it. You don't know how to adapt to that. We resist our own happiness. And this is what this reading is saying. It's kind of cool, because this Nine of Cups in reverse, and I said unhappiness, and this is another card of unhappiness here. All right, I'm going to clarify, or I'm not going to clarify that. I'm going to hop on over to the extended, where we are going to clarify these messages, dive into some advice here, as well as pull an actual advice card for you at the end. So thank you so much, Aries, as always, for the support of my channel. I know I say it every week, but it really does mean the world to me. I hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today, and I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Aries. Oh. Okay, bye for real.